Okay, everybody can hear me? Okay, all right, come. Let's start your video and we're going to start the lesson now. Okay, now, so everybody start your video and before we start the lesson, just a few important things to tell you. Okay, Michaela, who is Michaela? Michaela, Miss not really recognize you. Okay, but never mind, you can still come online. Okay, now, all right, listen carefully. A few things to take note, just two things only. It will be from 7 to 9 p.m. today. So what happened is we will do ITOM paper 1. Okay, ITOM paper 1. And then after that, you need to leave the room. Okay, Miss need you to leave the room and then come back 5 minutes later because Miss is recording the lesson. All right, so after 1 hour, after we have done the paper 1, you are going to leave the room, all right? And then after that, join back again, right? Join back again so that Miss can start the next recording, all right, for the next paper 1. So this entire lesson will be recorded. Okay. If there's any questions that you don't understand, so later on I'll give you some time to ask. Okay, so there'll be some moments to ask questions. Okay, and we'll be going through a little bit fast, so we can't take too long to go through slowly. So we try to finish one paper in 1 hour, then the next paper in 1 hour. So we will go through every single question. Okay, and the lesson is recorded, so you can watch it if you find that it's a bit too fast. Okay, let's start. Okay, question 1. Okay, question 1. So we will run through every single question. This is ITOM paper 1. So question 1, and let's see, what is the value? So when you see the word value, then you have to write in numeral. So what's the value of the digit 9? So that is in the 10,000 place. How do you know that? Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s. Okay, that is your 10,000 place, which is 90,000. So your answer is what? Number 2. Okay, this is your 10,000 place. All right, so 90,000. Okay, the next one, for operations, what do you do first when you see for operations? You have to do the divide. Okay, divide is more important than minus. So your arrow sign to do that first. 108 minus 36 divided by 3 will be 12, and then times 6. So write everything. Okay, write everything else. And then what do you do next? You have minus and times, so you have to multiply first. So you have 108, and then you minus 72. And then do your working, don't do mental sum, all right, do your working, you will get 36. So your answer should be number 3. Okay, question number 3, quickly. All right, how many 8s, which is how many 1/8 are there in 2 1/4? So to do this kind of question, you have to change the mixed number into an improper fraction. So 2 times 4, then plus 1, you will get 9/4. Okay, but that's 9/4. So how many 8? So what do? You change the quarters into 8. So 4 times 2, and then 9 times 2. And you will get 18/8. So answer number 3. Okay, all right. So let's go to the next one. Question number 4. Okay, on the next page. Okay, Darius, start your video, Darius. So once you're here, go to start video. Now, which is the closest to 1? All right. Let me give you the answer first. Now, the answer is number 3. Now, how to do this kind of question? You need to find the differences. So how do you find the differences? Why must find the differences? You will see later. So you find the difference between 1/2 and 2/3. So 1/2 is 3/3 minus 2/3. The difference is 1/3. Okay, find the differences. So your 1/2 is 4/4 minus 3/4. The difference is 1/4. Okay, next one. 1 and 1/6 minus 1/2, you get 1/6. And then 1.5, you minus 1/2, you get half. So which is the closest? The closest is the one that is the smallest. You look for the smallest fraction. Which is the smallest fraction? The one with the biggest denominator. That is the smallest fraction, which is the closest to 1. Okay, so do not make any more mistakes for this kind of question already. Because now since you understand already, so you should know how to do the next time. Question 5, how to change into kilometer? You change it to meters first, which is 4,010. 10 meters, right? Then how to change to kilometer? From small to big, you have to divide. Am I correct? And you can't use calculator. So you change the whole number into a decimal point, into a decimal. Then shift the decimal point to the left 3 times. So yeah, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then you will get 4.010 or 4.01, which is answer number 3. So when you shift the decimal point to the left, you get 4.010 or 4.01. Okay, let's go to number 6. Okay, number 6, how do you find the parameter of the figure? There's a method here. Why do I need to use a method? Because I don't know what number is this. Yeah, of course, I know what number is that. That's 12, right? 12. But do I know what number is this? What number is this? I don't know. So I cannot add all the sides. So I will need to use a method. And what method is that? Pull out method. Remember your pull out method? So how to use a pull out method? This line, nothing happens.
Wait,
This
what's the
line,
answer?
what's the answer? Okay. Okay, question number 6, your answer is what? Number 2. Okay, so you pull the line out and then you will come to here and you will have one straight line. Understand? And then do the same thing for this side, nothing to pull, so you draw. Okay, same, which is 23 cm. And then this side will be, okay, so we don't know how long is this side, so never mind. Oh, but we know it's a square. Oh, it's a square. So all sides are equal, right? All sides are equal. So this is also 12, right? So you have 12 plus 12, that will be 24 cm. Okay, can we pull out anything else? This line, nothing to pull out. This line, put to the right. And you get one straight line, which is also 24 cm. Okay, this line, you can pull up. This line, nothing to pull. This line, pull up. And what number is that? That will be the same as opposite. Okay, this is called pull out method. And then how do you find the parameter of the figure, which is the parameter of the rectangle? So you take 23 plus 23, you will get 46. 24 plus 24, you get 48. And you add together, your parameter is 94 cm. Do you understand? Okay, there's a method here called pull out method. Okay, let's quickly go to the next one already. Okay, question 7, your answer is number 1. And how to get number 1? Okay, you can see there are many straight lines. So there will be X. Okay, you can look for X. But before that, what's the angle here? Oh, and where's the question mark? GOH. Your question mark, you have to recognize the angle you're supposed to find. GOH. So this is the angle. So what angle is that? Well, you can find what, can you find the blue angle? What's the blue angle? You take 180 minus 36 and minus 59. So I'm going to use my calculator so we can do a bit faster. 180 minus 36 minus 59, you will get 85 degrees. Yeah. Okay. And then do you see X where? Here. Okay. Can you see my blue X? All right. And if the question mark is over here, then the opposite angle must be the same, which is also 85 degrees, right? Okay. All right. So let's go on to the next one. Some of you may find it quite easy, but just revise lah, even though you know how to do already. Okay. Question number 8. You have to get the simplest form. So what's the simplest form? So you divide by 2.
What's the answer?
Okay. Question 8. What's the answer? Answer is 2. Okay, how to get answer 2? So what do you do? Now, you get the simplest form. 15 is to 6, right? So divide by 3 and divide by 3. Get your simplest form. Always get the simplest form so that you can get the missing number. So 2 times 2 is 4 and 5 times 2 is 10. Do you understand? So you always have to get your simplest form first. Then use the simplest form to get your missing number. So answer number 2. Okay, question 9, answer is what? Number 3. And ratio. So you have to label your ratio. Sam has 36 toys altogether. The ratio of toy cars to robots to plane is 2 is to 4 is to 3. So car is to robot is to plane, and ratio has a total. So you put down 2 unit, 4 is to 3, total is 9. Okay, this is called ratio method. You're using ratio method. Okay, so altogether is 36. So your 9 units is 36. 1 unit is 4. Then you can find all this already, right? So 1 unit is 4. So 3 times 4, right? And then 2 times 4. I mean 4 times 4, 4 times 4. So 9 times 4, 3 times 4, 4 times 4, 2 times 4. Okay, yeah. So how many toy cars and planes does he have? So toy cars and toy planes. So add together will be how many? So add together will be 20 lah. 8 plus 12 is 20. Okay, all right, let's quickly go to question 10. All right, anyone has a question, later you will ask me, okay? After we have gone through the first, after we have gone through booklet A. A group of 3 girls and 2 boys took a quiz. The average score of 3 girls was 18. Immediately, you can find the total. You take 18 times 3. The total score of the 3 girls is 54. The score of 2 boys were 6 and 0. So can you find the average score of the children? Wow.
What's the answer?
Okay, the answer is 4. Okay, now if you don't know how to do, what's the method here? Draw your model, average model. Let me start look at this question like a bit confusing. So what do? Never mind, draw an average model. This is called average model. There are 3 girls and there are 2 boys. Okay, so the average score of the 3 girls, 18, 18, 18. And the score of the 2 boys was 6 and 0. Okay, so can you find the total score already? So you add them together, you will get 60. All right, so now can you find the average score of all the children? You take the total score and you divide by all the children, which is 5, and you get the average, which is 12. Okay, all right, question 11. Okay, there were 20 pages in a book and Asher read 7. So what percentage shortcut? Now, when Mr. Tong says shortcut or methods, you have to open your eyes and ears to everything. So there is a shortcut here that will help you to do faster and more correctly. So you change the what percentage to...
What's the answer?
What's the answer? The answer is 4. Okay, yeah. Okay, thanks for reminding me because, okay, if I forget to tell you the answer, just remind me, okay? So what fraction of all the pages, which is the whole book, that is 20, did he read? Isn't that 7? So get your fraction first. So once you get your fraction already, can we get our percentage? Change the denominator into 100, 20 times 5, 7 times 5. And once your denominator is 100, isn't that 35%? So that is how you do faster. Okay, that's how you get the answer faster and easier. Okay, question number 12, what's the answer? The answer is what? Answer is 4. But sometimes the answer key also wrong. So we need to check. Okay, now.
The answer key is wrong.
Answer key is wrong, is it? I don't know that because...
No. The answer key is correct.
Okay, let's see whether who is right, who is wrong. Number 1, did you do this? Yeah, please do this. Because if you never do this, that could be the reason why you didn't get the answer. Go and do this first. Okay? All right, then read the question. Shirley stands at point X. So if she's in the middle, and she turns 45 degrees anti-clockwise, and she now faces southeast. So in the end, he faces southeast, which is here, which is coffee shop. She's facing coffee shop in the end.
My answer is 4.
Okay, yeah, let me just carry on first. She's facing coffee shop in the end. You're supposed to find at first. So working backwards. So working backwards means the anti-clockwise have to become clockwise, which is clockwise 45 degrees. So where was he facing at first? Field. Am I correct?
No, that's 90 degrees you turn.
Yeah, Miss No, yeah. That's 90 degrees.
Toy shop.
Yeah, Mr. Maker. Yeah, sorry. That is 45 degrees. Yeah, correct. So you turn 45 degrees clockwise, and that's and she's facing the toy shop at first. Yeah, 45 degrees. Miss No go and turn 90 degrees. So answer number 4. Okay. Yes. So when you're asked to find at first, you have to work backwards. Why? How do you know it's work backwards? Because at first means you have to work backwards. Okay, question 13. Let's go on. Question 13, your answer is number 1. Okay, how to do this? Okay, open your eyes super big. Okay, parallelogram. What are the properties? You have 2 pairs of parallel lines. Okay, you have to mark out the arrowheads. Very important because there's an important property you will see later. Where's the question mark? Angle A. That's the question. That's the angle, right? You're supposed to find. Number 1, opposite angles in the parallelogram will be the same. Opposite angles are the same. And if I want to find this angle here, can I do that? Yes. How? Because angles between 2 lines, they are parallel. Right? We said before, angles between 2 lines, they are parallel. Add together is 180. So you take 180 minus 138, you get 42 degrees. If I want to find this angle, but no need lah. Okay, no need to find. So this is also 42 degrees because opposite angles is the same. Can you find angle A? Yeah, because there is a straight line. Angle on the straight line is 180 minus 138. You also get 42. But there's also a Z. So if there's a Z, you also get the same angles. All right, Z. Okay, so answer will be 42 degrees. Okay, let's go to question 14 quickly. The 2 cubes, oh, what's the answer? The answer is number 1. How many 1 cm cube must be added to form figure B? Very simple. Go and count the cubes. But how do you count? Count by the column, 3, 2, 1. So you have 6 cubes, right? And then figure B, don't count randomly, right? You should not count randomly. You should be counting like this. I'm sure, do you know how I count like that? Okay, all right, this is how you should be counting, so that is faster and more accurate. So 3 plus 2, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11. Figure B got 11. Anyone doesn't know how to get all these numbers? All right, then how many more must you add to get 11? 11 minus 6, you get 5. That's how you do. Simple one. Okay, all right, let's go to question 15. Last one before we ask for questions. Okay, now this one, isosceles. So when...
Answer.
Oh, what's the answer? The answer is number 2. Okay, and please do your corrections when you hand in your papers on Thursday or
I only got
Saturday.
one wrong.
You have to hand in your papers with your
I got
corrections.
0 wrong.
Okay, now isosceles. Everybody open eyes super big because you get it wrong because you may not know what are the 2 angles they are equal. The angles they are equal are at the end of the 2 lines. Okay, the angles are at the end of the 2 lines and they are equal. All right, so do we know what they are? We are not sure, right? So never mind, go and look for easy angle. But before that, where's the question mark? W, X, Y. Where is your W, X, and Y? So your question mark is over here. And don't care the question mark, go and find other angles. How about this one? 180 minus 82, angle on the straight line, 98. Okay, simple angle. How about this angle? Can we find that? Yeah, we can, because there's a triangle. So 180, sum of angles in the triangle, minus 98 and minus 24. And whatever numbers you found, please put onto your pictures. And if that angle is 58, then this angle must also be the same, right? Because it's isosceles, right? Isosceles triangle. And then can we find question mark already? Of course we can, because you have another triangle. So you take 180 minus 58 and minus 82. And that's how you get 40. Do you understand? Are you clear? Okay, yeah, simple, nothing very hard. The more you know your property, the faster and shortcut, the faster you can get the answer if you know your properties very well. Okay, before we continue, any questions? Any questions? No questions, then we go to booklet B. So once you have completed paper 1, we have a rest. Okay, you have to leave the room later and come back later. Okay, question 16, this one. What's the answer? Okay, let me show you the answer later. If you don't know how to do, you will need to change every one of them into numerals. 5 million. Okay, right like that. If you think it's very hard, 10,000.
What booklet is that?
Booklet B, no. This is iTong paper 1.
Oh, iTong.
Yeah. Okay, so if you can't get the numeral easily, go and break.
No, I take the wrong one.
Okay, now go and change all the words into numerals one by one, and then you can plus them together, and this will be your answer. Okay, can you see that? And when you write such a big number, please leave a gap, right? There's a gap. Can you see there's a big gap in between the groups so that it looks easier to read? Okay, question number 17. What's the answer for 17? Now, question 17, your answer will be 900,000 and 499. Okay, now if you don't know how to do this, okay, now let this be the last.
49 for some reason.
Okay, now let this be the last time you make a mistake, because in P4 we learned something very similar, just that the numbers are bigger. Draw a number line. Okay, a number line. Every time you want to find the greatest number, greatest or smallest number, you have a number line, and this whole number is 900,000 when rounded to the nearest thousand. Okay, so your number in the middle is 900,000. And then what's the first number? The first number will be what? Will be 899,000. Agree? Okay, because 899 and then 900 and then 901,000. This is your first step. First step. Then what's the next step? Cut the middle. What's the number in the middle? Which is 899,500. And then what's the other number in the middle? 900,500. Am I correct? Okay. So what is the biggest number? When you round off to the nearest thousand, you get this. Well, look at the number line. Do you think this is the biggest number? No, because if you round off the nearest thousand, you get this nearest thousand, which is what we don't want. So what is the biggest number? You just have to minus 1. You take 900,500, just minus 1. And you will get the biggest, which is 900,499. That is your biggest. Do you understand? So you just have to minus 1 to get your answer. And if the question asks you for the smallest, then what is your smallest? This is your smallest. Okay? So this is the smallest possible value. If you round off the nearest thousand, you also get 900,000. All right, understand now? Okay, so no more making mistake. Whatever that we have gone through, all these things that you have made mistakes, you cannot make the same mistakes again if you understand. All right, otherwise there's no progress. Mr. Tong tell you there's no progress. Okay, let's go to the next one. Question 18. The numbers are becoming bigger. So what do? You have to find a pattern.
Answer.
Oh, what's the answer? Okay, the answer is question 18 is what? 24305. Okay, and how do you get 24305? You have to find a pattern. So how to get the pattern? You take the bigger number, which is 14255, you minus 4205. Okay, so you have to, you get something like 10,050, right? And then you double check the pattern. Do you think the pattern is correct? Double check. So you add the same pattern, 10,500. Do you get 24305? I don't know. So let's double check. Oh, you got something different already, right? Is it something different? Okay, you can see that the answer is a bit different. Okay, but let me just erase this because this is supposed to be blank, right? We are not sure what is that. So you double check over here. What's the pattern? You take 44405 minus 34355. Oh, you get 10,050, right? And then this one, is it the same pattern also? 54455 minus 44405. Oh, that is also the same. So you're very confident. That you need to add this number, right? So you take 14255 plus 10,500. Oh, you will get, what do you get? You will get 24. How come my answer is different? 24755. Then you plus 10,050, you get 34805. Okay, is that something weird? Did Mr. make a mistake somewhere? Let me just double check again.
Yes, you plus wrongly, I think.
Oh,
Because I got
yeah.
24305.
Yes, I saw something. Mr. saw a mistake. I transfer error. That's a transfer error. Yeah, Mr. saw something. Plus 10,050, not 500. 10,050. That's a transfer error. So 14,255 plus 10,050. Yeah, so we got the answer already. 24305. So now we have the answer. So the mistake that Mr. make will be the same as yours. It means that you write down wrongly, even though you know how to do, but you write wrongly. Like what Mr. has done, write the number wrongly and get the wrong answer. So make sure you write correctly. Okay, be careful in your writing. Okay, question 19. Let's go on. Question 19. Okay, fractions. Fractions. Look carefully. Model drawing.
What's the answer?
Answer.
The answer is 2/3. And if you get it wrong, then you need to ask, did you draw model? And those of you, okay, look carefully. What is 5/6 talking about? It's talking about the fruits. What is 4/5 talking about? The apples. Are they talking about the same group? They are not. So those of you who go and take 5/6 plus 4/5, wrong already. Right? You can take 5/6 minus 4/5. Also wrong. So you're supposed to what? You cannot make the fractions to have the same denominator, but you can still draw model. So all the fruits, which is the rectangle, cut into 6 boxes. And I need you to understand that you have to draw your model if you don't know how to do. Okay? So 5 boxes are apples. Yeah? And the rest, you can call it non-apples lah. Okay, non-apples. And then go to the next sentence, 4/5 of the apples. So where are the apples? The apples are here. Do I need to cut anything? No need, because it's very nice. It's already 5 boxes already. And 4/5 are red. Okay, red apples. and the rest must be other colors, okay? I don't know what we call it, other red, other apples, okay? I don't know how you want to label other apples. So you label your own, give your own label. And the last box is, of course, your non-apples, okay? The non-apples. Okay, so you look at my model, right? My model, if you have drawn your model correctly and like that, it should be quite easy. So what fraction of all the fruits, which is 6 units altogether, right, are red apples? So 1, 2, 3, and 4. There are 4 units of red apples, right, out of altogether 6 units. So your fraction is 4/6, and your simplest form is 2/3. That's how you do. Right, if you get it wrong, it's because you didn't draw your model and you try to use your brain to solve. And also, you thought that the fractions, you can plus them together, but you're wrong because the fractions are talking about different groups, so you cannot plus them together. All right, they are different things, talking about different things. Okay, quickly, next one, question 20. Okay, question 20, what's the answer? Oops, question 20 as well. Okay, hang on for a while. Okay.
First answer.
Yeah, the answer is 115 degrees plus and minus 1. So if you get 114, 116, also correct.
About 124.
Okay, if you're out of the range, then something wrong. So let's use our protractor and measure. Okay.
I got 116.
Take your protractor and you will have to put the center of your protractor onto the corner of onto the meeting point. The 2 lines meet together, right? That is where you put your protractor.
Okay, these kind of questions.
No, this is easy. All right, now this one you must score.
It's
so
like
if the
3
line,
marks.
I hate this question.
Now, if the line is too short, what do? Draw longer. Draw longer until it comes out. Okay? Yeah, until the line comes out of the protractor. Which 0 do you look at? The 0 on this side, because the line is on the left side. Then you start counting, right? 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. And the line has crossed 110. Can you see? The line has passed 110, but it hasn't touched 120. It is in between 110 and 120. So you can see very clearly, just right in the middle, which is 115 degrees. Okay, all right. So this one Mr. will tell you what is hard. And then you make mistakes for those hard questions, it's fine. But this one is all right. Okay, so that's your answer. Okay, question 21. Okay, this one you will see the answer later because I need to show you how to draw. Find the area of triangle ABC. Okay, now to find the area, your formula is half times base times height, right? This is your base. Okay, all right. Then where is the height? Where's the height? You take your ruler and put the ruler on the base, and make sure you can find a height, because if you cannot find a height, or if you cannot find the height, then the base is wrong. It's a bit, that is a wrong base. Put the ruler on the base, then you bring downwards, and do you see a line that's parallel with the ruler? That's your height already. So the height is how many units? The height is 3 units. And the base is also 3, right? So half times base times height. Okay, do you understand why 3 times 3? You look at how many squares, right? The base is 3 squares, and the height is also 3 squares.
It's a little bit hard to tell.
No, you have to count like one square, 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit, right?
Square, so I thought the other question.
Right, then 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit, right? So that's your base and height. So half times 3 times 3, then you go and divide, do your working, you will get 4.5. So your answer is what? The area is 4.5 cm square. Yep. So answer 4.5. Okay, part B. You need to draw 2 sides of a parallelogram and complete the drawing of the parallelogram. Okay, if you don't know how to draw, did I teach you how to do construction? I think so, right? Yeah, I taught you how to do. Did I tell you that if you don't know how to draw, you draw a rough sketch? A rough sketch. What is a rough sketch?
You didn't tell us.
Okay, then you need to take note already. Draw a rough sketch means you copy down what you see. Copy down what you see, right? This is what you see, right? And then you draw the parallelogram. And how does it look like? First of all, you must know what is a parallelogram. It's a rectangle that's slanted. So something like that lah. It's a rough sketch lah. Rough sketch means don't have to be perfect. So C, D. You have to draw it like that. So now do the actual drawing. How do you do the actual drawing? Very simple. Can you see this AB? which is over here, right? How do you draw the other side? How do you draw the opposite line? Simple. Count the squares, move along the squares. So from this dot, 1, 2, 3, and go up 1. There is a pattern. 3, 1. Okay, yeah, all right. Then from this dot, do the same thing, right? So how do you move? Okay, you can 1, 2, 3, follow the pattern. 1, 2, 3, and then 1. Okay, 1. So this is your dot. Can you see that? Yeah, and then what do you do next? I think it's the other side. Yeah,
Yeah, the other side, bro.
Yes, you're right. So it's not draw on the other side. It should be on the other side, on the opposite side. So try again. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1. Okay, now see whether does it look correct. If it doesn't look correct, means you move wrongly. Like for example, I draw like that, right? Well, it doesn't look correctly. It looks a bit weird. But even though it's 3 and 1, yeah. So if you draw like that, it looks weird. Then you need to change change the way you move. So we go up lah. 1, go up 1, then 1, 2, 3. Still the same, right? Still the same pattern, right? And this is your dot, right? Yeah. And then you take a ruler and you join. So all drawing must use a ruler. So you join, okay, and from this dot, join. Looks better already. Looks better. And then from this dot, join. See? So there is a reason for the square boxes. You have to count the squares. All right, so after you draw already, not good enough because you need to label. And then you label already, still not good enough because you need
mark the parallel line.
Yeah, you need to mark out the arrowheads. And then you get your full marks. And then after that, still not good enough. You still minus marks because you have a lot of extra lines that you don't want. All these are not your drawing. So you got to erase all this. Okay, but I'm going to leave it there so that you know how to draw. But in the exam, you got to remove those lines. Okay, all right, go on, next one. Let's move on already. Okay, question 22. When 20 identical books was... what's the answer? This is question 22, right? So answer is 15.68 centimeter. Okay, when 20 books were stacked one on top of the other, the height was 44.8 cm. Oh, so 13 books were removed. What was the height of the remaining stacks? This is not hard, right? You take 20 books, which is how high? 44.8 cm. So can you find one book? Right, so you find one book. So one book will be 44.8 divided by 20. But there's no calculator. So what do? You have to break up the number bonds. 44.8 divided by 2 divided by 10. Do you understand? All right, then you can do your dividing. Do you know how to divide? Anyone needs me to show you how to divide? Okay, then I will use my calculator to do faster. So 44.8 divided by 2, you will get 22.4. And then you still have to divide by 10. So you have to shift the decimal point to the left one time. And you will get 2.24. So what's the thickness? What was the height of one book? Which is 2.24 cm. And then you take away 13 books. So you are left with 7 books, right? So you take 2.24 and then you times 7. And then do your working. All right, these are P4 decimal, how you divide and multiply decimal. So you multiply by 7, and that's how you get your answer, 15.68 centimeter. Okay, anyone not clear on how to divide decimal? Do you want me to teach you how to divide decimal? No, right?
Very easy.
Okay, if yes, you just, all right, let me know. Otherwise, we move already. Okay, let's go to question 23. Okay, what's the answer? Oh, this one. Okay, answer is 0.56. And those who get it wrong, okay, revise. How to get your decimal? 5/9 is a fraction. Fraction is dividing. 5 divided by 9. Okay, and then how to divide your decimal? How do you divide? You take 0 times 9, 0. Okay, I'm going to do slowly. There's a remainder 5. Then how to continue? Change the 5 into a decimal. Raise up the decimal point, put the 0 down, and then 5 times 5, 5 times 9 is 45. There's a remainder 5. Yeah. You cannot stop your dividing because your answer has to be 2, right? So continue to divide, add 1 0, put the 0 down, and then 5 times 9 is 45, and you get remainder 5 again, and you still cannot stop. You still have to continue dividing because you never round off. You need to round off. So add 1 more 0 to get 3 decimal place, and put the 0 down, and then 5 times 9 is 45, and you still get the same remainder. Okay, same remainder, but you can stop already because now you got 3 decimal place. So now you can round off to 2 decimal place. How to round off? Draw a line to show how a 2 decimal place look like. Look at the digit nearest the line. Is it 5 or bigger? Yes. Add 1 on the next digit, and you get 0.56, which is your nearest 2 decimal place. Do you understand how to divide now? Okay. Okay, let's go to question 24. Now, question 24, your answer is 595. Okay, let's use your teacher's way. Okay, we still need to follow your teacher's way last. Otherwise, the teacher will say, why
This
you
is
always...
your way, because I use your way.
But then my teacher's way is your way.
Okay, so, but some of you got
Just
other...
use your way, just use your way.
Okay, all right, then we start use my way. 35% is talking about what? The trees. Remember, the fraction is talking about what? Same. When you see percentage, what is it talking about? Talking about the trees, which is 100%. 100% is 100 units, which is 1,700. What is 1 unit? So you divide. So you take 1,700 and you divide by 100. And I hope you know by now how to divide. Take out 2 zeros and you get 17, right? And then how many papaya trees are there? 35%. So 35%, then what do? 35 times 17. Okay. And then now anyone needs me to show you how to multiply 2-digit number? No need, Okay, so 35 times 17, you will get answer what? You will get your answer, which is 595. Yeah, this is called unit statements. When you write in this way, you are actually writing unit statements. 1% is 1 unit, 35% is 35 units. Okay, it's very different from your teacher's way. Okay, all right, let's go to question 25. Okay, question 25 cannot draw model. Those of you who start to draw model, the answer is 3/8. Those of you who draw model, you did not understand. You don't understand what you have learned. Why cannot draw model? Because there's a kg. There's a fraction, a very special, it's a special fraction, right? So we don't draw a model. And then those of you who go and take half kg and then you get minus 1/4, you also don't understand. Because why? Because the two fractions are not talking about the same thing. Do you see kg? Is there a kg in front of the 1/4? So if you take half and minus 1/4, that's that's not very good, right? So what do? You have to find how much she used. So how much did she use? She used 1/4 of his times. Eat. This fraction is talking about eat. And what is that? The sugar. So 1/4 of the sugar. So how much did she use? Then you multiply 1 times 1, 4 times 2. So she must have used 1/8 kg, right? And then how much left? Then you can minus already. You can take half and minus 1/8. Why? Because they are talking about the same thing. There's a kg in front. So half is also 4/8. Make the denominator the same. And that's how you get 3/8. Okay? Your exam will definitely test you on this.
I got 1/8, but I put 1/8 as my answer because I forgot to minus.
Okay, Ms. Tong can guarantee you almost all the exam papers for all schools, almost all the schools will test on this. Almost lah. Maybe your school could be one of them. So make sure you know how to do this. Okay. All right. Question 26. Okay. Question 26 quickly. Question 26. Okay, we still got one more paper one. Okay. Question 26 also easy. How do you draw the top view?
Just tell us the answer.
You will see the answer later. This one I can't tell you. I have to show you how to draw. Number 1. Face the front first.
Then what's the answer for 26B?
Okay, that'll be later. Okay, later. So draw the top view. You have to face the front first. There's only one drawing. Any other drawing, all wrong. There's only one drawing. You face the front first, then later you look down. When you look down, you will see what? You will see 1, 2, 3, right? 3.
No, that's not.
Is there a cube? Is there a cube there? There's a cube? No cube?
There's no cube there. There's a cube of the tree.
Oh, there's no cube there because it's not thought there was a cube. I don't know whether you have a cube there. Those of you who saw a cube or never see a cube. Okay.
I didn't see a cube.
Okay, then let's have 2 lah. Okay, if there's no cube, that would be 2, 3, 2, 3, 1. Okay, 2, 3, 1. Okay, those of you who see a cube will be 3, 3, 1. I will mark you correct if you, because it's not very clear, the picture not very clear. Okay, but if there's no cube, 2, 3, 1. But how to draw? How to draw? All right, now look carefully. 2, 3, 1 will be something like that. 2, okay, 3, right, 2, 3, and 1. Only one answer. Of course, if you see a cube in the middle, then I will still mark it correct if you draw like that also.
You still need to shade it.
Yeah. Okay. When you shade it, do not color. Don't color. Don't waste time. Zebra stripes. Okay, zebra stripes. Okay, next one. Part B. Vera painted the whole solid, including the base, red. How many of the 10 cubes had exactly 5 of their faces painted? 5 faces painted. Okay,
Answer.
now, okay, the answer is what? The answer for this one is 3. 3. And how do you get 3? Okay, now this one, you will have to use your pencil, okay? And you will have to do what? You have to mark out.
Mr. Ong,
Yeah, Hannah?
for like the drawing thing, is it okay if like I do like another way? Like
No,
the
there's
opposite?
no other way. There's only one drawing. Remember, Mr. told you there's only one answer only. Why
No,
do you have?
because right, like I put the other way around.
Because you did not stand in front first, right? You got to face the front first. If you never face the front first, your drawing will be different already. Yeah, so you have to face the front first before you look downwards. So there's only one answer only. Did your teacher say that in school? Yeah, I'm sure your teacher say that, right? Always face the front, right? Then you look down, right? Otherwise, you have many kinds of drawing, like, you know that? Okay, now, so which cube, how many cubes have how many faces, or how many cubes have 5 faces painted? Okay, now this one, you got to go one by one already. Let's look at the top cube. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, then here 4, and then behind also 5, right? So that cube on top is 5 faces painted. Okay, so that, okay, then this one, no need to, this one will be what? This one you can see there'll be 3 faces painted, right? So look at the cross that I'm marking out. How about this cube? How about this one? This one has how many faces painted? 4. So you have to visualize, okay? There are 4 faces painted. The bottom also got 1 face painted. How about this one? This one got 4 faces painted also. So I put a cross there because it's not the cube that we want. How about this one? This one, 1, 2,
What's
3.
answer?
Answer is 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Then there's a cube here painted, and there's a face here painted as well. So how many faces painted already? That would be 5 faces painted already, right? Yeah. So you have 2 cubes with 5 faces painted. 2 cubes, huh? Okay, let's keep going. How about this cube at the bottom? That is how many faces? Only 3 faces painted. How about right below? Right below, that will be how many faces? Only 4 faces painted. Okay, don't forget to count the bottom base. The bottom is also a face. Okay, how about this one? This one is how many faces painted? 4 faces painted. And below, which you cannot see, below, there's also a cube there, right? That will be how many faces painted? That will be 2. Only 2 faces painted, which you can't see at all. You can't see the cube at the bottom at all. So you have to imagine. And finally, this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you have another cube with 5 faces painted. So you have 3. So is there a shortcut to do this? Yeah, there's a shortcut to do this. Those cubes with the most faces painted are those that are on the outer side. On the outer side. Those are the cubes with the most faces painted. So there's a shortcut actually. Okay, let's go to next one. Okay, so part B is number 3. Let's go to the next question. Okay, what is this? A string was cut into 3 pieces, A, B, C ratio. A is to B, is to C,
What's the answer?
What's the answer? The answer is 30. Okay, 30. So when you have ratio, you will need to put the what? You will need to show the total, right? total, you need the total to what? To get your, to solve the problem, right? Usually. So the length of the longest, the difference in the length of the longest and the shortest is 24 meter. So you look at the longest and the shortest, what's the difference? 4 units. 6 unit minus 2 unit, you get 4 units, which is the difference. And that is 24 meter. So your 1 unit must be 24 divided by 4. You get 6 meter. So what's the length of string C? String C is 5 unit. So you have 6 times 5. 6 times 5 will be 30 meter. So when you write your ratio, the numbers here, they are actually called units. Do you understand? Okay, Jairus, understand, Jairus? Okay, all right. Okay, question 28. Okay, now 28, when the question gets harder, method comes already. So what can I do? Can I remember your method like split and add, take away method, ABC method, and there's one method which is what? Draw a right angle triangle. Look at the shaded triangle. This shaded triangle.
What's the answer?
Oh, the answer. The answer is 36 centimeter square. So can you look at the shaded triangle?
Wait,
Which
Mr. Ong, can I go to the toilet?
Don't go. Okay, because we are coming to the end of paper 1 already. Later on, then you
Okay.
go. Now this is not a right angle triangle. So can I draw this into a right angle triangle? Because if you can draw, you can solve. So how to draw? I am going to draw this shaded triangle into a right angle. Draw a same base. Where's the height? The height of this blue triangle is from the vertex. Vertex, your teacher talk about vertex, all the way down. That's the height, right? So I will draw the height here to form a right angle. And this is my right angle triangle, which is the same area as the shaded one. Do you understand how to draw? Because if you can draw that, then what happens? Then you will realize that you can do what? You can what? You can actually take out this piece. Can you see this triangle here? This triangle, you can actually take out and do what? And paste inside here.
There's actually a much simple way. You can actually find the two shaded triangles. So you're just wasting
Can
it.
also, So that shaded triangle, that black shaded triangle is one rectangle shaded. And then the other shaded triangle is half a rectangle shaded. Am I correct? Right, the other shaded triangle is half a rectangle shaded. Okay. Then what do I do? Then can I find what's the area of the shaded part? Well, I can, because if you cut the whole rectangle, the whole entire rectangle into triangles, okay, cut all these into triangles. How many triangles can you cut into? You can cut into what? You can cut into 8 of them, right? 8 triangles, right? 8 triangles. And how many triangles are shaded? 3 triangles are shaded, right? So you take, what do? You take 3 times 8, okay? 3 times 8, which is the area of a rectangle, and then just divide by 2, lor. Divide by 2 to get the area of 1 triangle. Yeah, 1 triangle, right? And then there are 3 triangles shaded, right? So you have 12 times 3 shaded triangles. That will give you the area of the 3 shaded triangles, which is 36 centimeter square. Do you understand? So there is an important method here, which is what? To know how to draw a right angle triangle. And once you can draw a right angle triangle, it is a little easier to solve already. Okay, are you clear? Understand, huh? Darius, understand, Darius? Okay, so let's go to the last 2 questions. Okay, now question 29.
What's the answer?
Okay, what's the answer? The answer is 41. By the way, Mr. didn't really look at all these questions beforehand. So if I get stuck, in any of the question, we just skip first lah. Then later we will come back again.
But this question is quite simple.
I don't know, because sometimes system may get stuck because like you, we all have a blackout. Sometimes our mind has a blackout. Now the table shows the time taken by 4 participants. All the times are in whole numbers. The average time by the 4 participants was 49. Immediately, if I don't know how to do, I can find the total time already. Right? What's the total time? You take 49, which is the average, times 4 to get the total time. Okay, so this is the simple step. You'll get 196. Okay, 196. Okay, and let's put down 196. The difference between the time taken by Arthur and Kevin, right? Arthur and Kevin, right? Which we don't know how many. The difference between the time taken by Arthur and Kevin was 6 seconds. 6 seconds. Okay, so find the shortest time taken by Bradley. Wow. Okay, so how do you find the shortest time taken by Bradley?
You put 196 minus 45 to find the 3 first.
Correct. 196 minus 45, you're right. To find what? To find this 3%, right? Or let me just put over here. Yeah, another simple step, correct. 196 minus 45, you get another simple step, which is 151. Okay, and then you will need to find the what? The difference between Arthur and Kelvin was 6 seconds. All right, so you may need
try to estimate, like find the shortest time. So you mean Bradley need to put 40. 40, then you find a 6 seconds.
A bit of guess and check. So if you put 40, okay, you put 40 because shortest time is 40, right? Start with 0, 40, that's the shortest. And then 151 minus 40. So 151 minus 40, what do you get? So 151 minus 40, you will get 151 minus 40, you get triple one, right? Triple one. So this 2% will be triple one. Okay, triple one. And then what do you do? And then can you find Arthur and Kelvin? Right? The difference between Arthur and Kelvin was 6 seconds. So let me just do a simple model. Okay, Arthur and Kelvin, the difference was 6 seconds. So 111, right? So you take 111 and you minus 6 and then divide by 2. Oh, cannot divide by 2 because you divide by 2, that's a decimal. You have a decimal, but you need to have whole numbers for everybody. So cannot be 40, lor. Cannot be 40, right? Then what do you do? Then maybe 41. Okay, 41. So 151 minus 41, you get what? You get 110, right? 110. Then you repeat everything again. Can repeat everything again, right? Repeat everything again. So 110, then you minus 6 and then divide by 2. Oops, you get 52, right? So Kelvin is 52, then 52 plus 6, you will get 58. Yeah, 58. All right. So what is the shortest time taken by Bradley? 41, no? 41, right? Yeah, so the answer is 41. Because why? Because you take 151 and then what do? You minus 41, you get 110, which is Arthur and Kelvin. Yeah. And then you have a model to show Arthur and Kelvin. So you take 110, you minus 6, then divide by 2, right? And you can see that each person has a whole number. Arthur got 58, right? Arthur got 58 seconds, and then Kelvin got 52. And then the shortest time for Bradley must be 41. Do you understand? So there's a bit of guess and check here. A bit of guess or estimate, guess and check. So this one may take some time to do. Okay, so answer 41. Okay, let's go down. So let me put down 41. Okay, last question already. Okay, last question. In your exam, usually the last few questions are a little harder, usually. Okay, this one, this one. This one, look at this, is answer is 15. 15. Okay, what's the greatest possible mass and 15 grams? Okay, 15 grams. Is it 15 grams? Okay.
That's 150 grams.
Yeah, something like 100.
But the answer key put 15. I'm not sure. Okay, the answer key could be wrong. I don't know. So let's. Okay, the answer key say 15. Okay, so we will see whether it's correct. Method, line method. So Mr. Lim paid $4.20. So you must have a big arrow. This is your $4.20 for the whole parcel. Then what must you do? You always take out the first 50 grams. And the first 50 gram this is an overseas. So you cannot be looking at this. Look at overseas, which is 70 cents. Okay, so you take $4.20 minus 70 cents. You will get $3.60. Oh no, $3.50, right? So this is your remainder. Okay, your remainder. And that is how many groups? That is how many groups? Then you go look at one group. Every means what? One group. Remember grouping method. One group is 10 grams. One group is 35 cents. So how many groups? You take $3.50 and divide by how much is one group. And remember, you cannot divide like that because they are not the same units. You have to change them into the same unit, which is cents, and then divided by cents. Okay, when you do math, you must always make sure they are all the same units before you can plus or minus. And then shortcut, cover the 0, 35, divide by 35 is 1, and then put back the 0. So you have 10 groups, 10 groups. If there are 10 groups, then how many grams? One group is 10 grams. So 10 times 10. 10 times 10. 100 grams already, right? So what's the mass of the parcel? The mass of the parcel must be 150 grams. So the answer key is wrong.
Answer key.
Yeah, we are correct. We are smarter
Okay.
than the answer key.
Okay, all right. Now, so we come to the end of this paper one, and we have about, now it's 7:55. I need everyone.
I really need to go
no,
to
don't go yet. Don't go yet. Now, before we start the next lesson, I need everyone to leave. Okay, you have to leave the room, then you join again. Okay, so you join at we still need to record the next lesson. Okay, so you need to leave the room, come back, join back quickly, right? Join back quickly once you once you come out and join. Same password, yeah, same password and the same password, everything the same.
Okay, bye.
See you in 5 minutes time. Bye.
I'm all bye.
Everybody come back 8 o'clock, right?
Yeah, you come back 8 o'clock. Okay, goodbye.